All right, we're still waiting for Mike, but well, in the meantime, we do have 3 categories. Aside from, we already announced there was a winner for the Crypto Challenge, so congratulations to the Crypto Challenge winner. Give them a round of applause. And Mike will tell you all about the 3 categories of badge hacking right now.
We have 3 categories of badge hacking. The main hardware category is known as dead bug. Dead bug's usually like if you take a chip and turn it upside down and solder little things to its legs sticking up. But in this case, if you soldered something onto your badge counted as dead bug, you can sign up for that right over there. Right over there. One of my favorite categories is best Blinky. So if you made some light blink, whether you added those lights yourself or just use the ones that are on there, sign up for best Blinky. And finally, sorry, I just ran and got tape. I'm really out of breath. Finally, the last one is most over the top. So, you know, as an example, one of Chris's favorite hacks from last year, they glued a cuckoo clock.
Oh, that was pretty over the top.
To the badge.
Yeah. Someone else just glued. Oh, then he put all the LED strips all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
if you haven't seen it, definitely go check out that video. It's fun.
I would like to be outraged by something that you've built on your badge. So if you are able to outrage me, you definitely need to sign up for most over the top.
Right. All right, so if we can get everybody who signed up for Dead Bug first, we'll do that one over here. So you just sign up over here the way it's going to work. You're going to line up over here. We'll call your name. You come up, you explain it. If you need to use a camera, we have an overhead camera, which we may partially block, but we should be able to see it. And then you'll just walk over there. Be careful if you're walking up here. It's dark. There's a lot of cables and stuff like that. So we've already got our list here, and we'll call you up. And then as you do that, we'll go across. All right, so first up is Zach.
Cool. Hey, is there anybody who would volunteer to come and light this tripping hazard for us?
Please.
That's a great idea.
Great, thank you. We got something.
Excellent. So,
yeah, why don't we do this? Why don't we move this over here?
okay.
We want to turn the house lights?
Yeah, maybe some house lights. Maybe turn some, the house lights are on. Not the main house lights, though. Okay, there you go, Zach.
So you have your the camera thing?
Yeah, you can see it there.
Oh,
Here, let's do this. We can slide
is
that
it?
over.
It's not on the thingy though.
Oh, well, we also need, Alec, we need the video up on here. Put the laptop up. You can probably show this. I think they'll see
Yeah.
it. What do you
Okay.
think?
So I just kind of took the lead matrix and made it really large. So thank you, Ben, for letting me borrow your hot air gun. Interesting things that happened with this badge. I got a little ambitious with the hot air gun, and I dropped the pick off the back, so I had to reattach that. I also lost 2 red LEDs, so I replaced them with yellow LEDs. One there and one there. So if you find any red LEDs, let me know. I'd like them to reattach. And it's not really hackable anymore because I had to use the USB plug as a structural support. So yeah, stock firmware. That's about it.
Great, yeah, thank you. Wait, back for that mic. All right, next up is Jacob Christ. All right.
Where do I?
I guess there.
Do we need AC?
You really didn't sign up for over the top? You've got a power cable?
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. Brian said he'd create a special category.
we can't even see it. Oh. Ah, okay. Now we do have an overhead as well. There's a hand. Yep, okay.
That was a joke. That was a joke. I put on.
You can see it here. You can see it here. Look down there.
Put on a Adafruit microphone, and it's using the A to D converter. Let's see.
You need to talk into it?
I need a way to remove the lanyard.
Oh. Oh, black.
Okay, so this is a font I had laying around from my old project, and then here's the Hackaday logo. And it's using the accelerometer and uninverted. This is a little accelerometer, snake or rope or something. And then this is the output from the, you can see it.
Here, allow me to, yeah.
Doesn't work real good. And that's it.
All right. Thank you. That's really good. Oh, sorry, yeah. All right, up next we have John Duffy.
Nope, next. Just Tank.
Up next is Jesse Tank.
And if John Duffy's here,
Yes, and if John Duffy is in the house, please come on up. Okay. Oh, wow. What do we got here?
I couldn't find a speaker, so,
Talk to the microphone.
yeah, couldn't find a speaker, so I made one.
Okay.
I started writing a synth program, just didn't quite have time to get it done.
Nice.
So, got most of the software done, I just didn't finish the interface, but it does actually work.
What does it connect to on the back?
Just,
Show the back.
where's
You can
the
see down
GPIOs? Just tapped off there and then power and ground. And that's pretty much it.
there. Okay.
At least that's as far as I got.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And it's stuck to that.
Oh, no, it's stuck? These things happen. There we go. The glue's still drying. Jesse, go this way. Yes. Slide down a little bit. Good. Oh, my God. That's why you were carrying it this way. Let's get the...
Yeah, it's not really working right now. So I was trying to control the matrix through this thing.
And can you explain that thing?
Yeah, this is a processor out of 74 series logic.
Okay.
So that's, yeah, it's not working. So you can see it over.
Oh, you can look down there on the screen down there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I mean, you can see like these are blinking kind of when those do, and those are controlled by this, but it's not actually blinking the top row of LEDs, which is what it should be doing.
Okay.
So.
Well, you got and so then there's another, that's just the interface here, you're just using that as debug?
Yeah, it's a level shifter.
Level shifter, very nice. All right, look at that, you got an extra, like, a add-on processor over there too, you got a Atmega, or a Arduino Mega?
Yeah, the Arduino just programs this main processor.
Gotcha,
Yeah, that's all that's there for.
very cool. All right, thank you. You can leave it there, it's okay.
I am outraged by this build. This is outrageous.
You stay up there. Yeah, that's what you're looking for. All right, so we're just gonna do voting by audience applause. So let's go backwards and so start off with John. Please, what do you think of John's project? Yes? Round of applause. Okay. How about Jesse's project? And Jacob's project? And Zach's project. All right, I think Mike?
I'm biased, but yeah.
Okay, I think Mike said Zach's at it. Yeah, all right, cool. All right, thank you. All right, great, thank you. That was a very scientific method, so if you can all just head back there, we'll take a picture after this. Oh, watch, don't go down that way. There's really poorly lit as well.
So I think everyone's kind of afraid of the dead bug one, but you can see that, a little bit of ingenuity and, burning your fingers on the soldering iron a few times go a long way. So when you come to next year's SuperCon, be thinking the month before.
That was subtle, Mike.
Dead bug is for us.
Okay, you guys go back down that way. All right. Yes, round of applause, please. As you can see, this is a little ad hoc. We kind of hack the hacking ceremony as well, so thank you for that. All right, so let's do Best Blinky next. We kind of, as we were going around, we had people sign up beforehand. We kind of also included people in the a lot of the software stuff because obviously, as you saw the badge, you heard Mike talk about the badge. There is a large Blinky component already there. So, with no further ado, let's start off with this. First up, Best Blinky people should please be down here, and we'll try and get you up here. And you might have to actually go down that stage if we have someone that could light up that one. We have so many people. Jason, can you maybe light it up over there? No, it's okay. And all right, so first up, let's go with Tyler Holmes. Come on up. Mike. All right. So your monitor's here?
Perfect. Cool. All right, so I implemented a simple binary clock that also can randomly change the time if you want. It just calls the random number function in the kernel. And then if you tilt it, it can change the brightness. And you can set it. So you could go up and down, go to the next one, and then restart it. So yeah.
Very cool. All right, thank you. All right, you go down off the stage this time, actually. Just watch out for the cords and stuff. Yeah. We're just not gonna have enough room up here. All right, so next up is Mike Smith. Mike Smith. Mike Smith. All right.
Hello. All right, so this is my badge. Each one of the rows are a randomly generated hex bit or byte, and it just goes through that looping at a interval that you can set by pressing this button, and it speeds up, slows down, and then pressing left locks in each row's byte, so you can go through and lock them all up. And I tried to make it to where you shake it and it resets. So that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next up, someone wrote my name on the list, and that's definitely not happening. Next up is Bob Hickman, I believe it says. Yep. Does that say
Continue on.
Hickman? No.
Mark?
Next up, then after that is Mark Van der Redding. Wettering, sorry, Van der Redding. Okay, Mark V, everybody. Yes. Wow. They're also taking the tent down right now, as you can tell.
That's one of the overtop badges.
Yeah, still being assembled.
So let's power it up here, this way, right? So all badges should actually act as a badge. So when it powers up, it comes into this mode, which gives my name and my Twitter handle and where I work and where I blog, brainwagon.org, and @brainwagon for Twitter. My Twitter,
All the way down on that thing.
oh, there we go. Obviously, not coordinated. My Twitter icon is actually this little guy. I actually set it up when they still allowed animated GIFs, and so now these years later, I still have an animated GIF as my Twitter avatar. So I thought that would be fun. Let's see. Conway's Game of Life. Trivia fact, I used to work downstairs from John Horton Conway at Princeton. Never introduced myself. Biggest mistake. Ooh, a frog. Anyway, so that's kind of fun. And Munching Squares. Anybody know what HackMem is? Old MIT memo. This was originally a display hack that was implemented on PDP-1. And depending on how, it has several different modes. And it's called Munching Squares. You can look it up. A hack that is actually older than I am. That's hard to do. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you.
Thank you.
A compelling design, one I've never heard of before. Great stuff.
Next up is Justin McAllister. So put it down on the. Yeah, that's good.
So mine is not super Blinky, but it's a game. It's a social game. So basically, you start out and you have this this health bar and you have a heartbeat, and you start out dying. Basically, you're going to die if you don't interact with somebody else. Oh, thanks. So that shows it to me, but Brenton and Bryce out there, they're also playing the game. So it communicates via IR, so I can recharge them, and they can recharge me. And then when
It's on the screen behind you, so they'll see it.
no, I understand. I just got to point it at him, so you have to actually interact with people.
No,
That's part of
readjust
the
his
point.
badge again, Mike. That'd be good.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, it communicates via IR. There's also a virus in the game, so when you boot up, there's some chance that you have the virus, and you'll communicate it to others, and that increases the rate at which you die. And then as you go on, you can basically level up and become a medic and like heal people faster and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow, there was a virus. All right, thank you.
I swear I wasn't trying to sabotage that one.
Next up is Ian Lotgren.
Hi. So, let's see here. There we go. I made like a little matrix visualization.
So it works for you.
What do you mean?
Like you're using it because it's upside down.
Oh,
There you
sure.
go.
Yeah. Make it faster, slower, randomize the speed of the lanes. If you just let it go, it'll re-randomize every couple seconds or so. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Very cool. Next up is Preston Holmes.
kind of a cheat because it was something I had already had, but it's just a little pixel ring inside a 3D printed shape and does very simple animation based on the size is correlated to the speed. So the smaller the colors get, the faster it gets. And so it's sort of simple algorithms like that that I think are still fun for Blinkies because they... Anyway.
Can you show us your interface under the camera, please? The interface to the badge.
So it's like a magnet that's strapped to the halyard.
That's good. All right.
That's the entire place.
That's the joke. Jib. Duncan Crawley. Duncan Cronky.
Duncan, he's here.
Oh. All right.
It is not Duncan Cronky, unfortunately.
Just like you're using it.
So
right
yeah,
on this picture.
I went for really overkill in the Blinky department. Yes. So.
Like your perspective.
Yes.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. So it just goes through my name or my initials, DDC. But really, we went for the actual Blinky aspect, so you can change the frequency of the blinking, up and down. Woohoo! And then also you can change the brightness, so it gets really, really annoying. And just to make it clear how annoying it is, I'll put it on.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Most battery drain.
Next up is Evan Miller.
All right. Okay. I think it's best if I hold it up for a second. This is a 3D pyramid that Eric and I made, and what we ended up doing is added a relay, a transistor, and a 9-volt battery, and then when we hit the up arrow, it just turns it on.
Oh.
Yeah. You sort of get there's a good side view, and then turns it off as well. But I think the next phase that I'm going to do later is just add it so each level is a different button, and then that way you can turn things on and off. It has a really good haptic feedback with the relay, so it gives it a nice, really cool feel. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Really? Is this right? Oh. Next up is Stish. He's stacking the deck here.
I find it hard to find time to hack, but my favorite place to hack Blinky stuff is on the plane because the guy next to you looks at you. They never ask. They never ask what it is, but they always look at it. So I did this on the plane on the way to Open Hardware Summit when we were still doing the badge, and it's Simon, and it's dirty. It's got like blocking delays, but I divided up the screen in the up, down, left, right, just like the buttons. And if you get it wrong, it'll give you a square in the center and give you your score in binary. I just turned it off, I guess, but there it is. So, woo, Blinky.
All right. And then Daryl. Is there a Daryl? Yes. We also missed a name, so maybe it was you.
Oh, no, I just...
Is there Daryl? Wait, is there Daryl first? Let's get a Daryl first.
Hi guys, so I decided I was going to just try to make an infinite runner game, and I wanted to use some of the hardware that was involved. So basically, down at the bottom is your character, and you're going to start seeing the... Okay. So down at the bottom, I'm sitting there scrolling with the accelerometer. I'm moving it back and forth, and then it's going to keep accelerating as we play here, and it's going to start throwing more and more dots at me as we go along. And then when you finally get hit, it uses a random number to generate which pieces are being dropped when. And then when you're hit, it's going to give you your score based on how long it was playing. So it'll take a little bit to speed up here, but it's starting to pick up the pace. Guess I could have tuned that number a little lower. And I'll just go ahead and eventually you're guaranteed to die because it continues. Now it's going to throw 2s at me instead of 1s. Right? And eventually we're going to get up to 8s. So I'll go ahead and let it hit me here in a second here. It's also kind of hard to hold yourself right at the right spot because it's using the accelerometer. There it is. I died. And it's going to give me my score based on binary. So there's my pixels there for my score. But a couple people helped me out with this, which is kind of cool. I was showing them off as we went along. And one of the things I realized is I don't really have a character font, so I don't know how to show the score. And somebody said, just draw the dots, right? Just show you how many points you got at the top. So that worked pretty well. And the random number generator wasn't hooked up. We didn't have that in the kernel for C. So somebody else found that reference and handed me the 2 little functions to do it, the 2 little lines to do it. So I added that to actually use the random number generator in the hardware. So there we go.
So I think one of the things about the badge is it unlocks this ability to play with the blinkies. Is there anybody here who made their badge blink but had never actually programmed a chip on a bare board before?
I can't see anyone.
Couple people. So we have a couple people. How about people that had never done their own code with an accelerometer before and made it work this time? Played around with an accelerometer. I'm in that gang. And how about people that had never desoldered something from the board and took something off this board? There's a goal for next year.
We got two more real quick. What's your name?
Oh, I think it was it. Sorry.
Next, Jacob.
Oh, hello. I just made a really simple game. It's called Fly Ship Dodge Things. So you basically fly your ship and send things at you, and you try to dodge them. And if I let it hit me, I'll fail. Yeah.
All right, that's great.
That's basically
Thank you.
Nice.
One last one.
Iv.
Okay. Iv?
Hi. Yes, my name is Iv, and my team and I made a little accelerometer maze ball game. So you have to get to the other side as quickly as possible.
Lower to the thing.
Yeah.
Lower to the stand.
So there's like some obstacles and little zigzags, and you kind of gotta find your way. And oops, there's like a dead end, I think there. Yeah, we kind of like spend some time to make an interesting level, some narrow hallways and things like that. And yeah, I'm not sure what's more tricky, like making sure that it displays correctly on the screen or playing it. But anyway, so that's how I'm going to. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back down the list from the top, actually, just because that's... so they're going to come back on stage, remind us what they did, and then we'll get some applause. If you really like something, let us know, because, well, we got, what, like 12 people to decide between, so we got to really know it. All right, so Tyler, come on back up. Just remind us what it was, and we'll...
Tyler had a binary clock.
Yeah, binary clock.
Let's hear it. Woo! Great. Mike Smith. What was this again?
Randomly generated hexadecimal bytes translated into LEDs.
All right, that's great. Bob Hickman, I think didn't come up. Mark Van Wettering. If you were after Mark, you should be lined up next. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, egotistical name tag with all sorts of Blinky stuff.
Woo! Yeah! I like this ad hoc naming too. That's great. Justin McAllister.
Badge Pandemic social game.
Yeah. Woo!
That's great.
Yeah.
Ian Lotgrim.
LED matrix simulation thing.
All right. Great. Preston Holmes.
Zip tied on other Blinky thing in 3D printed shape.
All right. Duncan Crawley. Oh man, that one does hurt your eyes. I remember that one.
Even more egotistical, even more Blinky name tag.
Yeah.
All right. Stish, come on, with no Stish.
No, I'm not. I had made Simon.
Let's give a round of applause for Stish. It doesn't count that. Daryl.
Infinite runner game with the accelerometer.
And then, I'm sorry, I forgot names. Sorry. Come on back up. Evan. Oh, Evan Miller. I'm sorry, I missed.
Maybe I skipped
No, I
people.
skipped,
All right, 3D pyramid.
Yeah.
Nice. Did I miss? Whoever I missed left. I'm sorry. Paper.
Jacob Jennings with Fly Ship and Dodge Things.
Dodge Things. Another great title. Fly Ship Dodge Things. And then last is Iv.
Rolling ball game.
Woo! I think we got it. All right. Congratulations. So it goes to Iv.
Yeah. I think rolling ball game it is.
Yes. So head back over there. We're going to take some pictures of everybody so we can do that at the end. Big group picture. All right, so last one is over the top. So if you can come and line up over here. Maybe if the people that have already gone, you can maybe hang out in the back or something just to keep it clear over here. And let's go down the list. First up is David Shorey. Oh, yes, that's good. I don't know if this is going to fit into the webcam, I got to say. It's a little over the top.
This is my over the top. This is my over the top. I don't know if you can see on the board here, I got Sylvester Stallone in the 80s movie Over the Top. And I have a whole bunch of tops.
And what is your stick made out of?
My stick is made out of glow sticks and the original tubes that they came in to hold for stability.
And it looks like very structurally sound tape. What type of tape is that?
Just the regular plain ones that you put your presents together.
Yeah, that's Scotch tape right there. Yeah, all right.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Next up is Quabana and Kate. Is that a laptop?
Okay, so we did something that's completely pointless. We made a, hold on, I gotta use my laptop as a power source. We made a...
Oh, it's Kat, sorry, not Kate. I put an E on there.
Okay, so basically we made this camera thing that's gonna decode this picture here and use the, let me see if it's gonna work. Oh, it's working, okay.
It's working. Yeah, it's banging out ASCII actually over the light. So it's banging out like an ASCII, like beep beep beep, bop bop bop, like almost Morse code, but Morse code's a pain in the ASCII implement. So
we're just doing 8 bits, and it's as you can see, it's sending it. Oh, you can't read it. Oh.
Can you put it flat against the? Can you put it flatter against the camera? No, that's not what I wanted.
Up.
That was the opposite.
Up. Okay, hold on.
Help, Chris, help.
Focus.
Oh, well, no, now it's out of sync now.
Yeah. Resolution is too low. Sorry, but it is.
Okay.
Me and Mike can verify it says.
We can testify. It works.
It says Hackaday.
It says Hackaday. That's correct. All right,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very good. All right, next up is Ben H. Henke. Ben. Yes.
Hi. Super excited to be here. In fact, so excited that I ran out of the house and left my oscilloscope. So I decided to build one.
Take it off your neck. Take it, strap off again. Put it flat like you're using it.
So right now I've got it hooked up to microphone.
There we go.
And you can adjust the speed, super fast. And disconnect this to attach it to your circuit.
What is it attached to now?
It's a oscilloscope, so whatever you're trying to measure. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, next up is Sprite TM, the ringer. People may remember Sprite's. Is this high voltage? This is not high voltage, right?
This is not high voltage. This
Okay.
is actually pretty much software only. I have this badge. I did one addition, but it can hardly be called that bug because is this visible? There's only a little speaker in here. And actually, the thing is, if I put this thing on here, it does absolutely nothing. But the thing is, this is over the top, right? So I decided to do over the top not by using quality, but by using quantity. So I would ask if I could have 3 volunteers who could give me my badge. I will reprogram it. Afterwards, I can reprogram the stock firmware back, but I kind of sort of need them. So can I have 3 volunteers? I have 1 volunteer.
You need 3 badges? 3 like...
No, I don't need stock. I can...
Are you going to program them now?
That's 1. Yeah, I am going to program them now because, yeah, why not?
Maybe we can bring you back up after you program them?
Intriguing. I'm beginning to feel outraged. Okay. I think we're good. I think we got 3.
Yep.
Can I pass down here?
Yeah.
That's a music stand, so be careful.
Okay. Here goes 1. Oh, by the way, I gotta credit a few people because some of the things I basically already had lying around, which I downloaded, which is open source code and stuff. I gotta credit a guy who does a lot with old school PCs. He's called Trickster, and a guy who is called Avert, who actually is a pretty good Well, you'll see what he has made. Let's see. Let's need a password. Also, seemingly I can multitask.
I think it's worth the wait.
I think it's time for Sprite to change the password now.
Yeah, was that visible? Shit.
Enhance.
I think if it was if you had an A or if you had an A in there, we wouldn't know.
Oh. No, that was the last batch.
It still works.
This is the second one, and this is the third one.
This is like magician with a really long punchline, you know?
Comedian.
Comedian magician, whatever. Comedian magician, the worst kind.
You have no idea. Okay, so the last one is programming. This one can go. So we now have a whole bunch of batches. Let me lay them out like this. Yeah, it would be nicer if I had some overlap, but I'm not sure if that shows up. Fuck it. Okay, I'm gonna reset them. And this is what they do after reset, very interesting. But I still have my own batch. Let's see, it has the batteries. I'll also reset this, and I really, really hope this works in one time, in one thing, because it uses infrared, and I'm never really convinced with infrared. And also, I'm gonna need to borrow your microphone for a second. So, the thing is, this thing will send out an infrared signal to start all three of the batches, and if everything works, then, well, you'll see.
Should have saved Sprite for last.
That's outrageous. Well done. If you donated your badge, please come pick it up.
If you want to come visit me later, I can program them back. They don't really do much without my badge now, so.
All right, next up is Morgan. Nope, okay. Next up is...
Craig.
What is it? Craig?
Craig, yeah.
Next up is Craig.
Sorry.
All right.
So that's a tough act to follow. Basically, I got really frustrated with the last crypto challenge puzzle, and so I built something to brute force it. And so we have an Arduino here that is basically randomly pressing the buttons here. And if you did this right in like a really structured way, it would take at most 2 hours. It's probably going to be running all night because it's just kind of doing them randomly. But yeah, here I am enjoying myself rather than pressing buttons.
All right, next up is Dylan.
No Dylan?
No Dylan?
Oh, no, here he is. Here he comes. All right.
Oh my God.
So I got a bit of a robot here, but the main idea behind this was to, I'm gonna grab it. Sure. Main idea was to, since Microchip did buy Atmel, and probably everyone's slightly pissed or upset or whatever, one of the above, I thought it'd be kind of nice to combine the two into one project. So I wanted to originally use AT-Tinies, but my Windows partition, my Mac decided to crap out for some reason. Maybe Apple decided to sabotage me, who knows. So I also originally wanted to have this as a little fighting robot, but of course, nothing works the way you want it to. So kind of an allude to the merger and everything, making love, not war. So I have it a little dance, hopefully. I mean, it's running off of its control is controlled by the badge, and then the Arduino right here is decoding the signals to then drive all the servo motors, so hopefully it won't just spaz out, or though it might just do that. Maybe, oh, it's moving, okay, it's just spazzing out. Yeah, so I guess it's just having seizures because it's so, has stage fright, or something along those lines, but I assure you it does move. Oh, there it does. That, yeah, it's just running off the random function on the badge, so who knows what it's gonna do. Just give it a minute, might think of something. Oh. It's kind of moving. It's better than nothing. That's
All
it.
right, thank you. Next up is Susan Wood.
Okay, well, my thing is the premise is a Swiss Army knife. And I also did not hack the badge, I hacked the lanyard instead. So the premise is you're on an airplane and it's going down and you can only take with you what you can carry without your hands. And as many things as you can get on there without falling off before you hit the ground. That's what you can keep. Kind of like Survivors, only more special. So this is whatever's on the lanyard. And the only thing I did to the badge was I added paper on the back so the metallic items which I added did not short out anything because I can't count on electronics if, you know, in the wilderness. Hey, okay, so this is what's on it. So starting with whichever is flat can fit in here. So a little bit of everything that I could find, including money, Q-tips, circuit boards, magnetic resonance checkers, money, candy for strangers, in case you met me earlier, and one for you in case you talk a lot and need to share, moisten your mouth because you're not going to have anything like that there. So we have Band-Aids. Oh no, wait, there's more. So more wet, lens cleaners, blisters, salt, pepper, Hackaday. Another antimicrobial wipes, different Band-Aids, because one for each foot, to brush your teeth. Another piece of candy. Oh wait, this is because I'm a girl and I sweat a lot. So this right here actually is powdered paper that absorbs sweat off your face and moisture. Calendar, and also it gets stuff out of your teeth. You know, anything you can use. All right, so one paper clip, paper, graph paper on this side, lined on the other, clear Post-its in case you need to do a quick tear down of another thing. So this works on a board. So clear Post-its like that, you do that, and I think I misplaced my nail file because you can use that to rub off the stuff to get to the traces so you can sketch it. And what else? Oh.
So I think that's all we have for time-wise, yeah.
Woo.
Unless this is a...
There's even more.
Cool, all right, let's hear it for it. Hey, you can
Thing
slide all
is
this
the
stuff on
jingle.
here.
So if
Just
it
slide it
jingles,
on.
and you can do this. And you can wrap it all up afterwards. So if you can bring it on there.
Very great.
The
Just push it on here.
bag
we'll
in a
carry it
bag to wrap it all
Wait,
up.
I need a box.
No, let's just slide it right under here. Just slide right under here. There we go.
So.
Excellent. Thinking ahead. Here we go.
House wins. House wins.
So that actually was the fourth category.
Okay. Oh my. Hey, we're cool. That was all your stuff hitting a microphone. Careful. Let's go this way. I'll go with you.
All right, next up we have Ari. Ari. Chris will be back in a little while. He's got to help repack. Come on up, Ari.
All right, so my real badge couldn't fit through the door, so I'm gonna do this instead. This is actually just the demo. Oh, there we go. Yep, this is the demo that came on the Hackaday website. I couldn't end up doing anything else, but I wanted to show you that I can actually program something. Yay! Woo. And also make everyone else feel better about not winning. If, you know, so you know.
No, I think that's really cool. So
Yeah, thank you.
First time with the hardware. Thank you.
Okay, let's get people up here again. First up is David. Come on back up. Everybody come back up, and then the order you're up. David's up first. remind us
Scotch tape.
what you did?
Scotch.
Although I think people might remember
Scotch
it.
tape.
Got a name for this?
The giant stick of doom.
All right, let's hear it.
Over the top.
Remember, we're voting by number, by applause. Here we go. Next up is Ben.
Oscilloscope.
Next up is Sprite.
I'm Sprite and I'm guilty of using way too old memes.
Okay. What's your project?
Hey, I'm Craig, and I did the crypto brute force challenge thing.
Come on up, any order, any order.
I'm Dylan with my robot that doesn't like to dance.
Link to camera interface.
Hi, we did Morse code communication with a camera to the badge, basically.
Ari, the demo. Hey.
So Susan and everything but a badge hack.
Anyone else? No, that's it. All right,
that's it.
What are you calling it, Mike?
You know, I don't think there's any question. Do you guys remember who it was that had the most impressive over-the-top hack? Sprite! Come on up, Sprite.
All right, thank you for another successful badge hacking this year.
So, for subjecting us to Rick Astley, I want to make Sprite just go through a quick little story. So, he wasn't necessarily the first one to hack the badge, or to hack the crypto challenge, but he did it a little bit different way. How'd you do your crypto challenge?
Well, basically, I figured out I didn't really have time to actually do the crypto challenge with my presentation and the badge hacking going on, etc., etc. But at a certain point, you have some time, and I decided that instead of, the software being really harsh and actually making me solve the crypto challenge, I decided it would be easier to convince the software to make my life slightly easier. So I actually brought the thing with. Crap. I can demonstrate it, but it's in my laptop bag. If you give me 3 seconds.
The final thing. Okay. Is Brian Benchoff here? Brian Benchoff? No. No. Okay. All right. Sprite is on his way. Oh, batteries. Batteries.
That's the problem with these badges. They all look alike. Okay. So this is, I'll show it here. This is, the crypto challenge. At least I hope it is, if I programmed it right. Normally you would have to solve all these things. I actually have to do something. I actually need to just give it a few whacks. And then it tells me I won.
So Sprite disassembled the code, rewrote it so you don't have to do the tests, and then put it back on his badge. Let's give a round of applause for Sprite. And so the actual winner, I don't know the name of the actual winner. Is the actual winner here? Come on up and tell us who you are and how you did it.
Sure. All right, so after that, I don't feel so bad for the cheating that I went through to get through my badge. I'm Jonathan Dahan. The challenge was super fun, and I got a lot of help from a lot of people. I just basically every time I got stuck with something, I just asked someone to be like, "Hey, help with this," and they kind of went with it. So the 4 challenges, if you don't know, the first one is Mastermind. If you are doing this yourself and you don't want to have it spoiled. Okay, so for Mastermind, I brute forced it. It resets itself. So I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 until I got a lot of information and then solved it that way. For the second one, I just used an app on my phone, and that was the Morse code. That was pretty easy, except the last answer, I was typing in the wrong, I was typing in an unexpected format for the answer for that. So then I disassembled the hex and found all the strings and was like, why did I wait? Because it takes a really long time. It's pretty slow, the Morse code. The third one, I had a lot of help from people. We printed out, actually, like we wrote on strips of paper all of the scrolls to kind of help us, analog see everything. And we couldn't see what we were told many times is the answer to it. So we just went back to the badge, had a good night's sleep, and figured it out again. Yeah. It's not on yet. And then the fourth one I didn't solve. The fourth one, so when you solve one, it gives you a string. That string is kind of split up into sections, and the only way I found that out is by comparing it with other people who have solved a few of them. And by knowing that it's in a couple of different sections, I figured out that, oh, I'm missing 3 letters, and 26 times 26 times 26 is like a decent number of combinations to brute force, but actually you can like input 5 in a second. So I figured out, all right, this is at most going to take me like 90 minutes to brute force, and there's like a lot of really good talks, and I can do it without really looking at the badge until something changes. And luckily the three letters that I needed were AGA, so that was like very quick. If my badge was not AGA, then the person who helped me the most with just like learning about how to disassemble stuff, which I haven't done before, Jacob Fredin, I have his name somewhere. Okay, yeah, anyway, 15 minutes later, he had it solved, so yeah.
Lots of collaboration.
Yeah, tons of collaboration, and I learned a lot, so that was super fun.
Great work. And really, he didn't give anything away. If you haven't done it yet, still do it. Wonderful work. Let's give a big hand.
I know, yeah. All right, so we're going to take 2 minutes, and we'll be right back with, we're going to say some final things. All right, thank you. Thanks for all the badge hacking, too.